America's prized F-35 stealth fighter is now facing what could be its toughest challenge yet as China rapidly closes the technology gap. New details reveal how China's J-20 is steadily changing the global stealth fighter landscape and challenging long-held U.S. air dominance. The United States built the F-35 to dominate future air combat, but China has now built a formidable challenger in the J-20. Lockheed Martin's F-35 is no longer the only stealth king as China's J-20 emerges as a serious contender in the fifth-generation fighter race. As tensions continue rising across the Pacific, America's and China's most advanced stealth fighter jets are increasingly taking center stage. The U.S. Air Force's F-35 stealth fighter now faces a direct competitor in China's rapidly evolving J-20 fifth-generation combat aircraft. Although both aircraft are designed for modern aerial warfare, the American and Chinese stealth fighters differ significantly in design philosophy and operational roles. Powered by one high-thrust turbofan engine. Powered by two engines for greater thrust. Built for air, ground, and electronic warfare missions. Primarily designed to dominate contested airspace. Optimized for versatility and stealth operations. Provides additional internal space for fuel and weapons. Engineered to minimize radar and infrared signatures. Designed for extended reach across the Indo-Pacific. Optimized for balanced combat performance. Reportedly capable of faster maximum speeds. Operational with multiple allied air forces worldwide. Rapidly expanding within China's Air Force. Backbone of allied fifth-generation air power. Flagship fifth-generation fighter of the PLAF. The U.S. Air Force's F-35 is coated with advanced radar-absorbing materials specifically engineered to reduce its radar signature and improve survivability. China's J-20 also incorporates stealth technologies similar to the F-35, including radar-absorbing materials and low-observable design features. One of the biggest differences between the two advanced fighter jets lies in the engines that power their performance and overall capabilities. Powered by a single high-thrust F-135 turbofan engine. Powered by China's latest indigenous WS-15 engines. Optimized for efficiency, stealth, and lower operating costs. Designed to deliver greater thrust and enhanced survivability. Produces around 43,000 pounds of maximum thrust. Each engine is reportedly capable of producing over 40,000 pounds of thrust. Extensively tested through operational deployments and combat service. Represents Beijing's latest breakthrough in fighter engine development. Built to sustain consistent performance across demanding missions. Expected to enhance sustained high-speed flight without afterburners. Simplified engine layout reduces maintenance demands. Twin engines provide additional power and backup in combat scenarios. Lockheed Martin designed the F-35 to carry both air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons for a wide range of combat missions. In addition to its internal weapons bays, the F-35 is now also capable of carrying external weapons when stealth is not the primary requirement. However, the J-20's larger airframe reportedly provides greater internal space for carrying additional fuel and a bigger weapons load. A major advantage for the U.S. F-35 remains its highly advanced sensor fusion, battlefield networking, and real-time data sharing capabilities. F-35's big advantages are low observable airframe and advanced coatings significantly reduce radar detection. Combines data from multiple onboard sensors into a single battlefield picture. Extensively tested through real-world operational and combat deployments worldwide. Operated by numerous allied air forces, enabling seamless coalition operations. Designed to perform air superiority, strike, reconnaissance, and electronic warfare missions. Large-scale production provides unmatched fleet size, logistics, and global support. J-20's big advantages are: the bigger airframe allows significantly greater internal fuel storage for extended missions. Designed to operate farther from base and sustain longer-range combat patrols. Powered by two advanced indigenous WS-15 engines for increased thrust and performance. Larger internal weapons bays allow the aircraft to carry more air-to-air missiles. Designed to engage enemy aircraft at extended distances before visual contact. China continues to accelerate J-20 production to rapidly expand its fifth-generation fighter fleet. The United States, however, continues to maintain a significant lead over China in the overall production of fifth-generation F-35 fighter jets. In 2025 alone, Lockheed Martin reportedly delivered 191 F-35 stealth fighters, further strengthening the U.S. fleet and its allied air forces. Even so, the gap continues to narrow as China steadily expands production and upgrades the capabilities of its J-20 stealth fighter fleet. China has assigned its J-20 stealth fighter jet a new mission after years of development, testing and evaluation for future battlefield operations. The advanced stealth aircraft has now been transferred to an Air Force engineering school, where it will help train specialized ground support crews. The aircraft, carrying serial number 2004, was once a key part of China's original J-20 development and testing program. Reports suggest the 2004 airframe played a crucial role in testing the J-20's unique side weapons bay designed to carry PL-10 air-to-air missiles. The prototype was also reportedly used to evaluate an early version of the fighter's radar system during the aircraft's initial development phase. The early J-20 prototype looked significantly different from the modern operational stealth fighters currently flying with China's Air Force. China moved the J-20 from its first flight stage to operational deployment in just 6 years, highlighting the speed of its fighter program. This rapid timeline contrasts with the United States, where platforms like the F-22 and F-35 took far longer periods to achieve full operational capability. The latest J-20A variant now features China's advanced WS-15 engine, along with continuous upgrades to avionics and combat systems. Beijing is now using the retired prototype to train the next generation of stealth fighter maintenance specialists and technical crews. The decision highlights China's expanding fifth-generation fighter fleet and its growing requirement for highly skilled support personnel. Why the move matters. Modern stealth fighters depend not only on pilots, but also on highly trained ground crews to maintain combat readiness. Fifth-generation aircraft require specialized maintenance skills to protect advanced stealth coatings and sensitive systems. Efficient ground support allows aircraft to return to missions faster and improves overall operational tempo. A larger pool of trained technicians keeps more fighter jets ready for potential combat operations. The strategy supports Beijing's broader ambition of rapidly expanding and sustaining its J-20 stealth fighter fleet. Reports suggest China is producing nearly 120 J-20 stealth fighters every year, creating a growing demand for skilled maintenance crews. The United States Air Force, in comparison, is currently procuring only around 24 to 40 F-35 fighter jets annually, according to reports. China's sixth-generation fighter program is surging ahead, with reports now confirming that a fifth prototype has already entered flight tests, signaling just how fast Beijing is moving. On July 23rd, new footage surfaced showing China flight testing what analysts say is the fifth prototype of its very heavy, ultra-long-range sixth-generation combat aircraft. Questions quickly grew over whether footage from an earlier sighting may have shown this same new aircraft, hinting that more prototypes could be flying than publicly acknowledged. The observed jet appeared somewhat different in shape and proportions, but poor image quality has clouded the full view and left analysts debating exactly what China has in the air. Chengdu currently builds the J-20, China's premier fifth-generation stealth fighter, which has quietly become the backbone of the country's high-end air combat fleet. The PLA Air Force is estimated to be acquiring between 100 and 120 new J-20s every year, a production tempo that far outpaces most Western fighter programs. As a result, around 500 J-20 fighters are now believed to be serving with China's Air Force, giving Beijing one of the largest stealth fleets anywhere in the world. Two distinct sixth-generation types are expected to eventually succeed the entire J-20 fleet, splitting China's future air dominance role between different mission sets. Chengdu is reportedly developing an ultra-long-range, ultra-heavy combat aircraft for China, designed to project air power far beyond the country's immediate neighborhood. Meanwhile, Shenyang is building a lighter, but still very heavy fighter type that appears closer to J-20 dimensions, potentially giving the PLA more flexibility in how it fields sixth-gen jets. The first Chengdu sixth-generation prototype reportedly flew on December 26, 2024, marking the start of a test campaign that has progressed at remarkable speed. Within just months, at least 5 separate prototypes have already entered flight testing, suggesting a level of industrial and engineering focus rarely seen in modern fighter programs. Early service entry for these jets was once thought likely only in the early 2030s, in line with typical development timelines for such complex aircraft. Some analysts now estimate that operational deployment could happen as early as 2029 to 2030, shaving years off the original expectations if testing continues at this pace. This rapid prototype progress strongly suggests the program enjoys clear funding priority in Beijing, placing it at the very top of China's air power modernization agenda. An earlier deployment of China's sixth-generation fighters could significantly shift the military balance of power in East Asia, forcing neighbors and the US to rethink their own roadmaps. This new fighter program feeds directly into China's broader modernization of its aerial warfare capabilities, tying sensor, missile, and support networks into a single forward-leaning ecosystem.